This is Chris Burry's 1972 Datsun 240Z, and what started as an original numbers-matching car is now a Peking-to-Paris prepped rally beast. It started with a rotisserie restoration with extensive rust repair, but it's been seam welded with a roll cage added, skid plates, roll bars, roof racks, crossbars, a 26-gallon fuel cell. The engine has been bored out to 2.7 liters with ported head and a mild cam. It's running low compression so that in the Peking-to-Paris Rally, bad fuel might not be an issue. It makes 195 horsepower at the crank and 189 pound-feet of torque. It has a limited slip differential, the stock 240Z 4-speed transmission, but most importantly, 6 inches of travel, 200-pound springs and Bilstein gas shocks with 15-inch steelies and reinforced control arms. In the interior, there's a Momo steering wheel, Corbeau seats with harnesses, a fire system, and custom navigation controls so you don't get lost in the middle of China. Although this 240Z is already on a boat by the time you see this video, Chris has agreed to let me take it for a quick spin in one last shakedown before it heads off to Peking. So tell me what's going on in here. It's mostly standard, but you've got, what, rally computer?
Yeah, we have a Garmin boating GPS for the Gobi Desert, standard Garmin GPS for most of the roads as a backup. We still need to mount some map book holders for rally books. Cell phone holder, a bunch of USB chargers.
It says nitrous on it. Is that a bit, or does that really have nitrous somewhere in here?
It's a joke.
Okay, great. That's fun.
But
that's
fun
the
to
mess
play
with the tech guys.
Yeah. But we got a ton of interior lighting that's insanely bright.
Oh, cool.
And then obviously got the switch for the Hellas.
Awesome. So, well, let's see how it drives. So how do I fire it up?
So
I don't have a key.
Aha. You may need one of those.
In terms of driving, though, standard Z, right?
It'll go in halfway one way. See if you can start it. Gas. Yep.
All right.
Yep. Pretty straightforward.
Inline 6 firing to life.
Yep.
And
it has a limited slip.
Perfect.
So
we'll drive down the road a little bit and see what it's like on tarmac, and then we'll take it up a little wash. And for the people out there who are looking for me to just beat the hell out of this thing, he's got to race this in a very foreign country in like a month. So we're gonna be nice to it and see what it's like to drive while little hesitation there.
Yeah. Still pretty rich low down.
Okay. Well, other than being a little smaller than I'd like, if you're under 6 feet tall, this will be comfortable. I want to see how it handles corners on off-road tires. Oh, it's not so bad.
It's not bad at all.
Not so bad.
Even with the plus 3 degrees of camber.
Yeah, what percentage of this race is paved?
I'm not 100% certain, and they're still changing the route, but I think it's something like 50-50.
50-50, okay. And is paved kind of a relative term? Like, even where it's paved, it's going to be crap,
I think so. I think there's a lot of, like, super slab in Siberia that's probably pretty paved. But it's mostly, I think, TSD style, and then there's an average of 2 special stages a day. Oh, wow, a day? So you run these things pretty hard, then? It's my understanding, but I guess we'll find out.
I mean, it's obviously with an endurance race like that, it's more important to be reliable than it is to be fast, right?
Yeah.
So you're not, on a day-to-day basis, you're not driving balls out. You're just trying to get through it.
Definitely not, yeah.
Well, it actually runs pretty nice. The brakes are not what I'd call hugely effective, but...
Yeah, but you want that on dirt.
Right, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And the stock rear drums are pretty reliable.
Hello, motorcycle.
Squad of...
This Corbeau seat is pretty comfortable.
Yeah, which pretty critical for 10,000 miles, 37-day.
Yeah, but the shifter's nice and direct. The pedals are actually pretty good for heel towing. Oh yeah,
that's one thing I've loved about these cars. They're very driver friendly.
Well, and it actually feels...
they're very ergonomic.
It feels very tight. Not a lot of rattles going on. Yep. I mean, I guess once we hit the dirt, we'll really see, but...
I mean, it's somewhat of a brand new car.
Yeah. So. Now, your fuel gauge here is not working or not connected.
The sender, we're working on the sender still. I gotta, like, figure out... I gotta put different resistors in to calibrate it properly.
I feel like it's going to be super important to know how much gas you got.
Rally computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the fender mirrors.
Yep.
So tell me if I'm insane. The mirrors on my Fox body are awful.
Yeah.
I want to get those mirrors and put them on my Fox body.
Just do it.
Because it's sort of that era of the boxy.
I thought they sold some Mustangs with, so the turn's coming up here. It's by that orange sign, I think.
Okay. Maybe in other countries, I don't know. But
I think they had like silver bullet style ones.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe if you go older.
Alright, so you gotta go a little slow at the start here.
So this trail is just basically going to be like fire roady washboard type stuff?
It's a little more rough than a typical fire road.
Okay.
We have managed to get a Prius through it, so it's
there you
like
go.
feasible. But
Yeah, alright. Straight up?
Yep. Definitely watch out for the harder washboard. Like,
Gotcha.
take these bumps slow, because
Gotcha.
it has
What does this thing
clearance,
have for
but-
suspension again?
6.5 inches of travel, Bilstein air shocks, and springs from a Chevelle.
Oh, wow, cool.
So,
Alright, so far, no problem at all.
and yeah, it's they sold one of these in Sweden, I believe, with an optional limited slip diff, which therefore qualifies a clutch type
Qualifies
LSD
as stock.
for the rally, right?
So does the powertrain have to be stock?
It has to be basically like Retromod. It has to be period correct.
So, but you said this is stroked out.
It's bored and stroked a
Where
little
am I
bit.
going? Right?
Left will be a little less technical. And then straight.
Thad's never gonna find us. We told him to follow us, but he'll never find us. Maybe he'll wait back at the beginning.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Yeah, but it's under compressed for that bad gas.
Right,
so
right.
It's
And
not
then
the
you
most
just have
powerful,
like
so take it a
super
little easy, and you want to go right
here.
Go straight.
Super beastie radiator, I imagine. Cooling system's all.
Yeah, this is stock copper radiator, just so you can weld it. Don't want anything. I mean, yes, you can weld aluminum, but if you can weld aluminum in Siberia with MIG, like, it's a little iffy. So.
Well, if this is what most of the race looks like, washed out.
Oh, careful here.
Yep.
This might be. You can probably do that. Yeah. Oh, now you're back on the proper road.
Okay. Back
And you
left.
are clear on the right. Yep. Now it's sandy.
Sandy. Deep sand.
Yep.
Oh, it gets through it though. No worries. I'm gonna go right. I guess.
Yep.
I have no
Watch the
idea where
rock.
I'm going. Sorry.
Watch the rock. No worries. And watch
Oh
that
no, it's
rock
great.
for sure.
It's
Yeah, you're good.
it's easy to drive. Very easy.
It's very capable.
Very
yeah.
capable. Very easy. I mean, not that this is the most challenging off-roading
And
we've
go
ever
right
seen.
here.
Uh-oh.
And you were clear on the right. Sorry, go down that road.
Uh-oh.
Unless we do
Where's
it.
reverse? Down right?
Yep. Do we want to find Thaddeus?
He'll find us. We'll make it.
Oh, there he is. He's right on.
Oh, he's behind us. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Honda Pilot working for us.
Yeah, it has no Sky can diff.
And of course, with a rear-wheel drive off-road car, you do get the enjoyment of oversteer.
All the fun. Yeah.
Regular oversteer. This thing is so cool.
It's a blast.
This trend that's happening now of off-road sports cars is really interesting.
Well, these things, you gotta go left at the sign. You may want to leave it up for him,
Okay.
just so he sees. Yeah, left in there.
I see the dust trail. If he got that far, he'll find us.
These won the East Africa Safari Rally a few times.
I went
there was
to England to meet with a guy named Richard Tuttle, who does these 911s with the African Safari 911s, and that was the first time I really interacted with like off-road sports cars, and they were so cool. It was the coolest thing ever.
I mean, it makes sense unless you're doing some serious rock crawling, like the same things that make something fast on the road, make it fast off-road. Just gotta make it a little looser.
Dude, this is super fun. I mean, I'm not pushing it clearly, but this is like super fun and capable on these washes right here.
Alright, so if you go left in there.
Oh, left in here.
Yeah.
Where does it
Actually,
that
straight
doesn't seem like it goes somewhere. Oh, left
left
here.
right here. Right here. And then just follow this guy.
Yeah.
to the right, and then
I
we'll be
can
at a good stop.
absolutely see the appeal of this.
Oh yeah.
This is great. I mean, if you're gonna go off-roading through
Stop here.
Siberia or whatever, what are the countries you're going through? It starts in China.
Starts in China, through the Gobi lengthwise, through Mongolia.
Yeah.
And then up into Russia. Whole lot of Russia for 5 to 10 days, something like that.
So cool.
Yeah, then into Europe.
So cool.
Anyway, so the technical portion's just past here.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to let you play around in the technical
Awesome.
portion, but I just wanted to get a little sample. I didn't know what it would be like to drive a 240Z off-road.
It's pretty capable.
Thanks, Chris.
No
this
worries.
is great.
Yeah.
So if people are interested in following your progress on this rally, is there a way to do that?
Yeah, the car has a Facebook page.
Okay, what's it called?
It's facebook.com/P2P240Z.
Which is what it says on the license plate.
Exactly. So
And
you
that's
can-
real-time updates and all that stuff?
Hopefully. We'll see.
As good
We'll
as
see.
connection
Yeah,
is.
yeah. We'll have a sat phone, stuff like that.
That's
so.
super cool. Thank
But-
you for sharing this with me, Chris. I
For
mean,
sure.
I hope that you beat the hell out of it and have a good time. I certainly didn't want to be the guy who broke it before you had to go racing,
Yeah.
but very enjoyable. And how about this? When it gets back from the race in one piece, hopefully, then we have one day where we hammer on it
Go have
hard.
some fun,
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, and thank you guys for watching. This is great. I'll see you guys later.